Yo, it's your boy Scoob, back with another FUTY Reactions. And yeah, I know y'all see the title, man. I know y'all see it. Adam22 getting pressed by LilBlood. For those that don't know who LilBlood is, he's a rapper from Oakland. Excuse me. He's a rapper from Oakland. He got a podcast out. I forgot what it's called, but look, man, y'all go check it out. I want to say he had Marshawn Lynch up there. So yeah, definitely go check it out. But before we get into this video, man, make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. We had 92 subscribers. Please get us to 100. And while you at it, go check out the From Us to You podcast, man, with my boy Slate and Glove, man. Pretty good content. And I think y'all will like it, man. And if you like it, leave a comment. If you don't like it, leave a comment. Just tell us you don't want to listen to 3 young black men trying to make better out of themselves. You feel me? Just say that in the comments. Just say, hey, man, I don't want y'all to be successful. I want y'all to stay broke. Just say that. You feel me? Also, before we start this video, shout outs to my boy ETGJ, man. Everything to Gain J. I was on his page, you know, watching videos earlier at the gym, and I came across this video right here that I'm about to watch. And I said, hey, man, let me give my opinion to it. I'm not even gonna lie to y'all, bro. I done did this video like at least 4 or 5 times. So I kind of have I already know how this video goes and all that stuff. I just didn't like how, you know, it was sounding, how it was coming out. So I'm gonna give it one more try and see if I can get this right. So yeah, just bear with me a little bit, man. We about to tap in though.
How do you feel when people like, Adam's a culture vulture, or no jumper is this, they're doing this, they're doing that? Like, how do you feel? Like I said, I follow your page.
I feel almost nothing.
I follow your page, right? And I seen some Chicago shit, and he was like, man, I told him not to answer this. And it was kind of like a few people making posts about it. And I'm like, damn. So I just started this podcast shit, and I haven't really got no big ass backlash.
My fault, I'm just gonna stop right there so like y'all know what is going on. What LilBlood's talking about with the Chicago stuff, he's talking about an interview that Adam22 did with Ruger. I got some backlash because I guess before the interview, Ruger asked Adam not to ask him about Dirt. Ruger is from 63rd. Yeah, y'all know the history. And you know, not to ask him about certain things, and Adam did not care about that. Did the interview, was asking these questions. You can tell, you can look from just the clips I saw, you can tell that Adam was like visibly frustrated with Ruger for not responding how he wanted to respond. So I guess LilBlood, you know, was like, hey, let me ask these questions, you feel me? While I'm paused, man, go ahead and type in the comments, do you think Adam22 is a coastal vulture, man? Let me know what y'all think. I'm gonna give y'all my opinion in a little bit, all right?
And shit like that. But how does that make you feel? And you still got to get up the next morning and come do your job. Like, how do...
It doesn't even scratch the surface of my brain for
but
the
you're
day.
human, Adam.
Yeah, I'm human. I'm just trying to figure out how he's pouring up down there.
I just saw that.
You got a ginger ale? Okay.
I just don't want... when I do my podcast, I'm going to be showing different little labels.
I feel like the average person could not comprehend how much I have to read about myself and how much I don't care. So, I mean, calling him a culture vulture is like, whatever. That's nothing.
What is a culture vulture in your books?
Culture vulture, somebody who, you know, comes into the culture, I guess, and tries to make money off it without giving like a sincere, without really being a part of it.
Do you feel you gave back and you were part of it?
Yeah. I've been into this shit my whole life. A lot of people like apparently feel like my lived experience doesn't give me enough authority to have opinions on shit. That doesn't mean anything to me. I don't give a fuck what they think about me. You know, I've been listening to rap for like 20 years. If I didn't have an interesting perspective on rap, way longer than 20 years. I'm 39. I've been listening to rap for 30 years. And if I didn't have the kind of perspective that people were interested in hearing, then I wouldn't be where I'm at right now. So that shit don't really scratch.
I just want to touch on that. Do I think Adam22 is a coastal vulture? To an extent. He got like little coastal vulture, my fault if I messed that up, ways, you feel me? Like, I know he did like an IG live with FYB, J-Main, and then C-Mac, and like, he kind of like add that little altercation on, in my personal opinion, so I felt like that was kind of a little weird. In the early days of No Jumper, though, I didn't think Adam was a coastal vulture, because you gotta think, like, he was like bringing on a lot of up-and-coming rappers. I just didn't think that, I didn't think he was up-and-coming. I didn't think he was a coastal vulture at that time period. Also, you know, he had a lot of young black people working on his platform. You know, from Gina Views to AD, T-Rail Smack to all these guys. You feel me? He gave them a lot of, you know, I'm not gonna say he gave them opportunity because I don't really know their situation. Well, for some of them, he gave them an opportunity, but he had a lot of young African Americans in that building to help him build his platform. So, me personally, I can't really say he's a culture vulture. And I also want to say, when you're a white guy in hip hop, it's kind of hard for you to beat that allegation. You have to prove a lot to show the people that you're not a culture vulture. To the Vlads, to the Peter Rosenbergs, you know, to Bootleg Kev, especially when you're doing interviews where you're asking certain questions, you know it's gonna come off a little crazy, especially when you asking like police type questions. You know, hey, what gang are you from? You know, what about that brick you was talking about in this one song? You feel me? What you do with that brick? It's like, oh, what's going on? But right now, I can't say Adam 22 is a full blown coastal vulture. I'm gonna need some more stuff to come out, and it's kind of crazy. Well, I can kind of see why those comments don't bother him, because he got a lot of other allegations going on. So I'm guessing him being called a coastal vulture is not the worst thing. You know, I'm guessing he would rather be called a coastal vulture than Adam 16. You know, let's get back into it.
Scratch the surface. In terms of that Chicago shit you're referring to, I just feel like they're soft as fuck and they just were being babies about shit. So I mean, that also doesn't really. It takes a lot to get to my brain. People say the worst shit about me. So like the little things, culture vulture, that don't mean nothing.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Have you ever seen like a down spike in your views? Like, damn, my shit going bad because they think I'm fucking with the culture, or do it.
No, I mean we had a down like a dip in views when the host left for like maybe 2 months, but right now we're right back where we were at before. And I mean, but never like those are the kind of accusations that don't do anything. Right. People calling you a culture vulture don't mean nothing. Right. All that means is that you're doing a good job and you're asking the shit people want to hear.
Right. So, man,
I don't know about that. I don't know if it means you're doing a good job and you're asking the shit that people want to hear. You might be asking stuff that like. You might be asking like interesting questions, but you know, to be called a coastal vulture is more so when you're asking shit like I said, police type questions or shit that don't have nothing to do with what you brought this guy up here for. You know, asking about the beef and all that stuff. So with that, I don't feel like that means you're doing a good job. Yes, you're doing your job if that's what type of interviewer you are. You're getting people to react in the comments and, you know, say how they feel about you. So yeah, in that sense, you are doing your job. But you know, this should. I mean, you can't please everybody, but you don't want to be called coastal vulture because the type of content you're making is making people feel like you're abusing the culture. So I don't know. I don't feel like that means you're doing a good job. And like I said, I don't personally think Adam 22 is abusing the culture. Like you know, I done seen Adam 22 pull up to like, you know, Compton and O Block and stuff like that and other little hoods, and giving, you know, young rappers opportunities to, you know, be on his platform and all that stuff. So it's kind of hard for me to call that man a coastal vulture. Do I think he got some ways about him? Of course. But I think it's more so of him being a control freak and a narcissist in a sense than him actually being a coastal vulture.
And the man, right? Host that was left and shit. I'm not about to get out on that business. I'm not gonna do that. But I have a high level of respect for Smack and T-Rail. I just met Eddie at that little shit, at that little live show. But I have a high level of respect for Smack and T-Rail, especially Smack. I met Smack in Oakland. Like, I didn't even know he was from LA when I met Smack. I met Smack in Oakland. And they good brothers. And man to man, like, in some ways, do you regret that shit or wish it could have went differently?
I think they probably regret it.
Hey, I want to ask y'all a question. Do y'all feel like Adam 22 is, you know, laying his nuts hanging a little bit more? I might do some more videos on this. This man, how this video do, and if I'm able to upload this video, you know, it's the reason why me and Glove haven't really been doing videos like this because it's kind of hard. I didn't know how to get the YouTube video, you know, all that YouTube stuff. My fault. But do y'all think Adam 22 is like, you know, laying his nuts hanging a little bit more, talking a little bit more spicy and greasy? Like, dang, bro, like, man, he asked you a question, man to man, like, yo, you know, and your response was, I think they regret it. It's like, dang, bro, you didn't have to say you regret it, but you could have been like, I kind of wish it would have played out differently on my part, you know, blah, blah, blah. But it's like, dang, bro, like, you think they regret it? Come on, bro. Y'all both, everybody played a part in that, you know? You can say that. You can be like, hey, man, you know, I feel like we all play a part because the analysts a little bit better, but hey, you know, it is what it is. You feel what I'm saying?
For me, no, I don't really give a shit at this point. You know, it was a little rough to have to make it over that hump, but no, it wasn't really.
Okay. And making it over that hump, what did that consist of? Just keep content, keep consistent?
Getting more hosts, you know, putting a little bit of time between it, you know, like even like people think I'm supposed to be super upset about them leaving. I got Whack 100. We started a show together. The show's crushing any of the shows that we had before. Way more views. People are way more into it. It's just, I don't know. For somebody like me, it's like, yeah, like rough patches come about. You grind through it. You make it through it. You know, my career will not be defined by the people that I had on this platform. And
hey, Adam 22, keep him a black co-host that has a gamer. Like, it's like, hey, bro, it's like, golly, bro, like, you don't wanna get some regular black guys, you feel me? Like, most of them just be gang members. Oh, my fault, yo, my phone's about to die. Most of them just be gang members. Like, golly, bro, like, Jesus. I don't think Flacco and Almighty Suspect are gang members though, but like, God, you know, it might be hard to work at No Jumper. I ain't gonna lie, man. That might be a tough job to take upon. You gotta deal with game politics. You might jump in the bathroom, become a gang member after that. I don't know. It seems kind of hard.
And if anything, in the future, if any of those people who left, if they end up becoming extremely successful in media, I mean, that will be part of my history in media.
Yeah,
it's like, look at these people whose careers I helped start. Now, I think that they kind of left under like a false pretense, acting like they were victims or like I was doing anything negative to them. That's the part that I didn't appreciate. But ultimately, like, do I really like care that much? Not really. I mean, it was unfortunate that it went down the way it went down, but you know, I made it right through it.
Right. Let's get on some base shit, Adam. Like, you need to come fuck with our culture more. Like, I know you love LA. You did a lot for this culture, but bro, we got some shit going on in Northern California.
You do.
I'm not just gonna say the Bay Area.
But is it still lit? Because I feel like there was a period of time during 2017, 2018, 2019, whatever, even like where constantly I was getting put on to all kinds of different like feuds and beefs and interesting things that were going on in the music and shit. And then lately I feel like it's been a minute since I really got somebody telling me you got to check out this Bay Area or NorCal artist, etc.
I'm to keep it 100 with you.
Hey, it's kind of crazy that, you know, his first response was when LilBlood asked, like, man, come forward with the Bay, bro. Woo. And his first response was like, man, nah, bro, y'all ain't got enough beef going on. Where's the beef at? Where's that at? Like, he ain't mentioned nothing about the music being, you know, tough or fire or not. Like, hey, bro, woo. The first thing he mentioned was the beef. Like, where is that at? And that's kind of crazy to me. I don't know. My fault. See, that's what's gonna make me, you know, take back my opinion about him being, you know, him being a little bit of a culture vulture. Hey, man, you might be a full culture vulture if you talking like that, bro. That's kind of crazy.
It's definitely still lit. We definitely still got hella talent that you haven't tapped into. And as far as like the feuds and all them beef rapping shit, I don't even pay attention to that shit. Like, that shit can get you killed.
A lot of times that's the entry point to us knowing about shit, though. Is like
that's sad as fuck, ain't it? Like, I ain't gonna know about you unless you dead or you know, are you catching a body? That's fucked up.
I mean, with street rap, a lot of times it's like the shit doesn't really become so big that people from other states find out about it until there is a conflict and there is something for people to make YouTube videos about and shit.
So basically you saying, fuck your music if you're not going viral smoking somebody.
No, you could be interesting in other ways. It's just typically like that a lot of times plays into people who are actually getting attention, right?
That's crazy.
Like when we first found out about Briss, it was like, oh, he has beef with these people. Look at this song. This song is talking about this person and yada, yada. And that was like a very easy sort of entry point for us to be like, oh, okay, like this is interesting. Now the music is good, but like in terms of it rising to the level that a bunch of people who are not from anywhere near there were paying attention to it, a lot of times the beef shit is kind of what makes people really stand up and pay attention to it. I'm not saying it needs to be that way or that it's great that it is that way, but I mean,
fuck that. That make Adam a lot of money. Kill each other. Fuck is you talking about?
nah, I don't like that guy.
You know.
Hey man, shouts to LilBlood for like, you know, standing on that point. You feel me? Like putting that pressure on Adam, man. Cause that does sound, it sounds crazy. It sounds like some coastal bullshit shit. I ain't gonna count, bro. Like I don't know too much about Briss. I feel like Briss is locked up. I feel like he's locked up or he passed away. I'm not 100% sure. I don't know too much about him. But before you even mention his music being good, you mentioned that he was in beef. He was talking about this person smoking on this pack. And you, what, bro, what? Like, he could have just, you know, his music couldn't have just caught your ear and be like, damn, this nigga kind of hard, bro. Let me go check this nigga out. Like, it was the beef that caught your ear before the music. That's kind of crazy, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. Now, when I discover new artists, it doesn't really be from beef. It's mostly like I hear something and be like, oh, damn, that shit kind of fire. Especially like Bay Area artists. I fuck with Bay Area and Detroit music real heavy. So when I first heard Mozzie, it wasn't, I'm mentioning Mozzie. Like I said, I don't even know I'm gonna have that part in this video, but I kind of, like I said, I did this like 4 or 5 times. So I already heard most of this clip. But even with Mozzie, like I didn't know Mozzie was dissing this hood and that hood in a lot of his music. I was just listening to the music because I thought it was fire. Sugar Gang Coney, like I just thought it was fire. I didn't think, oh man, who he smoking on today? Like, all right, cool, they Bloods, but that don't. I didn't care about that. It was because the music was good. You feel me? Larry June is a perfect example. He's not talking about killing or nothing like that. He's talking about pimping and smoothies and oranges. Like, come on, bro. And it's crazy because Adam 22 had Larry June on his platform when he was still making rappers take pictures in front of the white wall and had the No Jumper logo on the cover art. And that's why, like, I feel like before he knew he can make the money off the controversy, Adam 22 did care about the music. And sometimes you don't make the most money off the shit you care about. The shit that really is solid and foundation. You make money off the fast food. And I hope that's a good analogy. I don't know, man. I'm just trying to keep y'all understand. But you make money off the BS more than the shit that really is solid and could help you, become a better person, all that stuff. That's why, it's all these reality shows going on, and these reality companies are making billions and millions of dollars because a lot of us care about the BS, man. And, it's crazy. And shouts to LilBlood once again. LilBlood is actually, just hearing this clip right here, he's actually a good interviewer. He actually kind of forced Adam into this corner to stand on his point. And y'all about to see in a minute that Adam kind of was able to finagle his way out of this. But shouts to LilBlood, man, for like putting that pressure on Adam 22. Because he got me convinced Adam 22 might be a coastal vulture. I ain't gonna cap.
You want people to die?
Not to die, but you want them to funk.
No, I don't want them to. If anything, like, I'm happy as fuck seeing Tay Savage and FYBJ Maine on stream together and everything, and they are just acting in ways that I haven't seen in a while. I'm like, damn, so Tay Savage is now setting the precedent of being a BD rapper in Chicago that is able to hop on live and just have these cool-ass conversations with people that he is supposed to fucking hate and he is supposed to go to war with if he runs into him in real life. I think that's an amazing development.
Then why Tay Savage ain't got no interview yet? Why Tay Savage ain't got no interview on No Jumper yet? Excuse me. I haven't seen no Tay Savage clip come out. I haven't seen no, however they title their videos. Excuse me, No Jumper sit down with Tay Savage. I haven't seen that yet. So why don't Tay Savage got an interview if Tay Savage is out here preaching peace now? Say Cheese got an interview with Tay Savage. And it sounds like, from the shit I done seen, it sounds like Tay Savage trying to change his life. He ain't worried about all that BS from the past. The man did almost, I think, 10 years, maybe close to 10 years in prison, bro. If you know, if he didn't learn his lesson by doing another 10 years, something wrong with you.
Tay Savage, the little light skinned guy with the dreads, right?
Yeah.
Shout out to Tay Savage too.
He's like a boy down there in Chicago.
He's a big deal. Yeah, he was locked up for like 10 years and he just got out, so it's kind of crazy. People are shocked to see him back on the streets.
Okay. What he like drill rapper part of that whole scene?
Yeah.
Okay. He like O-Block?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna tweak on it.
No, it's good shit. You tweak on everything, huh?
Tweak.
The slang up there is what always gets me too.
Yeah,
but no, I feel like all right, the NorCal shit and why it like oftentimes feels like it's staying in a box and it's like hard for that shit to break
talk
through.
to us, because the whole NorCal gonna watch this interview.
Yeah.
Give me, and I always ask that question to the NorCal artists, like, why you think we ain't on that next level yet? From your point of view, Adam 22, what's wrong with Northern California rap?
I think it's just kind of, it's insular. It's like the trends and the styles and everything are sort of like very, very specific to that place. And when you look at a lot of these Chicago rappers that people fuck with, it's like they don't have like a super unique, crazy way of dressing. They don't have like, you know, they have some like different types of slang and stuff, but for the most part, you could probably listen to all of Tay Savage's records and understand exactly what the fuck he's talking about without being from there. But at the same time, when I listen to a Mozzie record, there's all kinds of shit that I don't know what the fuck he's talking about. And even like more underground artists, maybe Mozzie over the years has made his shit a little bit more legible to outsiders or whatever. But like, a lot of it is just hella foreign, and like even the hyphy movement is like perfect example of it. It's like, yes, it's dope as fuck that the culture had its own wave and its own thing going on and it was very unique and stuff, but a lot of times like a music scene can be like too unique that the rest of the country has a hard time getting it.
Me personally, I just think people ain't catching on because a lot of people, like, we talk about, you know, getting money, sending bitches, and sliding. Like, them
That's a fact.
three main things damn near any rapper talk about, but in Northern California, it's getting money out of bitch or getting money in general. You feel me? Sliding and shit. What was the other one? I don't know, but mainly that's it. Like,
Right.
And I think if people would just give the music a chance, you get what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, you having me on here, that's a good look for Northern California.
I'm gonna stop the video right there. I think this is more so talking about, you know, Northern California and all that stuff. But, and this is what I'm saying, I feel like, this is what I'm about to say. I feel like when they was having that conversation, Adam 22 realized in his mind what he said before that was fucked up. Like, it wasn't the right answer. He realized in his mind and he spun it around. Now you talking about, oh, this is what I feel like with the Northern California movement. You know, it's too in a box, like, you know, the lingo, you know, people don't understand this. That's what you should have said the first time, bro. Not talking about, oh, it's not no beef coming out of there, blah, blah, blah. No, you should have said that the first time, bro. Because if you're comparing Chicago to the Bay Area movement, when Chicago first came out, I was in high school when the drill scene first happened. Bro, we didn't know what the hell they was talking about. I didn't know what the hell a thought was at first. I didn't know who Tuka was. We literally thought Tuka was weed, bro. We did not know that was a 16-year-old child that got killed, gunned down. We didn't know that. So you're talking about this culture, the Bay Area music and Northern California music is not digestible, which could be true. Cause Mozzie, E40, you know, these are guys that just make up words as they go along. But it was the same way with Chicago. You know, like LilBlood just said, just say that a lot of beef is not coming out of Northern Cal, or you're not catching on to what's going on in Northern Cal, so you don't know when this rapper here is this and that rapper there. That you don't care about it. It's not because the music is hard to digest, because you don't know what the hell they mean when they say bleep or blurp or whatever it's called. It's not because you don't know what they talking about when they talking about trying to get money out, bitch. It's because they're not giving you enough beef to talk about. Where's the beef? Where's the ops at? Who's your ops, nigga? That's why that shit ain't popping on your channel. That's why you don't have a lot of Bay Area artists on your channel. But hey, man, I'm just a nigga with an opinion, man. Like I said, bro, shout out to LilBlood, man. I'm probably gonna have to go check out LilBlood like podcast is. This even in this like little conversation with Adam 22, it seems like he knows how to conduct an interview and all that stuff. And he had you know, Adam 22 on the ropes. Hey man, Adam 22, he kind of called his balance and, you know, was able to fight back at the end. But I'm convinced Adam 22 might be a coastal vulture. Now, like I said, I can't truly say he's a coastal vulture. I think it more comes down to he's so business minded and care about the numbers that he don't care how he gets money. You know, he doesn't care if he got I don't know, you know, get his wife to fuck a BBC on camera and, you know, bring in some more views for him. He just, you know, he just doesn't care how he gets his money or his views. As long as the money and the views are coming in, that's all that matters. COE. But with that being said, man, y'all might see me a little bit later on today. The next video ain't gonna be this goddamn long. My fault. This godly long. It's not gonna be that long, man. So y'all might see me later on today. But yeah, like I said, bro, like, comment, subscribe. Look, we got 92, get us to 100. It's your boy Scoob, and I'm gone.